Hi everyone, and thanks for joining me today. Ooh, and underneath the deck you have the Three of Wands. So this is a really nice card. This is a card that says that something you've been working on or something you're passionate about or been entrepreneurial about, something work related or hobby related that you really enjoy, something that you've set in motion, you're starting to see the results. Traditionally, this card says, your ships are coming in. It's interesting. In this version, there aren't any ships coming in, but the traditional card, your ships are coming in. And the character is usually up high, showing a gaining perspective. So it's like you've been focusing on manifesting something. And now you've taken a step back and you've sort of put everything out. You've launched your plans, you made your decisions. And now you're sort of stepping back and waiting for things to unfold and come back. And they are coming back. And this process has been because of collaboration and being able to get your idea across to many different people. So it's a very positive card, meaning your ships are just about to come in. So don't, if you're been feeling maybe a little bit anxious that perhaps what you've been doing, isn't going to show the results you had hoped. That's not true. They're not quite there yet. So the first card here, we have the Eight of Cups. I personally like this card. This card for me signifies a time to walk away and let go from something that emotionally no longer is healthy or serving us. When this card comes up, it doesn't mean you have to be happy, that you need to, when you realize you need to release something or walk away from something or someone, often it's someone, or, a job situation that just doesn't feel good. Any sort of situation where emotionally it's just stressful and draining and not for your highest purpose and making you feel good and positive. I mean, not every situation is going to make you feel great all the time, but if it's pretty much just a constant drain and drag and you haven't been able to make it better, often you need to let go and walk away. So there is that side to that card, coming to the realization that you need to walk away from something that maybe at one point was emotionally fulfilling, or you have a long history with a person. And so it can be very difficult emotionally. But usually once you've made that decision, you're sort of free from this negativity that has been around you. And then once you sort of work through your process of grieving that loss, because there's often, a bit of a grieving period that needs to come when you've made the decision to walk away from something, then you can start looking forward to what something new you're going to bring into your life, a new relationship, a new job, a new, situation, whatever it is, fill in the blank. And so it's sort of a bittersweet card in some ways. It's an ending, but also a new beginning. And here we have the Three of Pentacles. This came up for another sign, and I have to tell the story. And in this deck, I think I just am struck by it, how it looks like this lady. I know she's like, chiseling this guy, artistically, carving this guy out of wood. It reminds me of like trying to make your own perfect man. I don't know. And I don't know what that means, but I just throw that out there because I think it's an interesting concept. And this is a card of really hard work. And usually when it comes up, you will get accolades for your hard work, validation of some sort. And, you're just a really good hard worker. Now we have two threes now. We have the Three of Wands and the Three of Pentacles. And those together show that you guys have been working really hard and something you're passionate about, and you're really practically working on it. The Pentacles are grounded cards. They're very much about hands-on material things. They can be work, home, uh, craftsmanship, like shown in this card, or anything like that. So you guys have worked really hard on something. I want to see what this next card is. Oh, that's so funny. I was just going to say, it seems like you've worked really hard on something, but you're having to let it go. But I wanted to see what this card was before I said that. And we got the Three of Swords. Yeah. So 3 threes, 333. Threes. Three's going to be an important number. So this is the heartbreak card. So what I'm seeing, that for some of you, something that you have emotionally put a tremendous amount of work and passion and enthusiasm into, you may have to come to the decision, the conclusion, the realization this month that even though you worked so hard on it, and I'll just use a relationship as an example, and it's breaking your heart, this is the heartbreak card, but it's also the thought piercing the cup. So the brain piercing the heart, meaning your thoughts too have become to realize that it's painful and it's not serving you anymore, and you may need to cut away those emotions. So yeah, some of you will be walking away from something that you put a lot of effort and time and emotion and hard work into. And that's tough. It's tough. But I'm sort of seeing that, remember what I said about the Eight of Cups, like, if there's a situation that's no longer serving you, that is a constant drain and emotional, it's toxic on some level, or it's just not, even though you worked really hard, it's just not working out. And there is a bit of relief with this card, because it's like you finally are going to let it go and move on. And now I sort of see this Three of Wands as, you kind of have a different perspective now. And, this guy's sort of looking out over this emotion, this sea, and saying, I know there are other things coming for me on the horizon. And so I feel like this card is going to come up through the month and become more prominent as you sort of grieve and move through the process of having to let go of something you worked really hard on, and start to realize that there is a silver lining, and that there are more ships on the horizon coming in, and that not all by any means is lost. It's just this one particular thing, wasn't right. It wasn't working, and that there's a whole, ocean out there, that you're gaining a perspective that, there's lots more to come, and starting to look forward to see what's going to come over the horizon for you. So thanks so much for watching.